Stream check, stream checks.
I'm on YouTube.
I look at TikTok.
Should be live everywhere. Wait, I might need to change the Twitch.
Just to TSC2.
I haven't got the there you go. I just got the Twitch notification.
We good on YouTube.
Oh, I accidentally to the burnt peanut shit.
It was good. It was good.
Y'all don't know the streamer Burnt Peanut? Y'all don't know the streamer Burnt Peanut?
We good on TikTok.
Did one of y'all subscribe to him from the TheSameConvo Twitch?
I probably did.
Get that notification almost every day.
It's probably me that did it.
What's good? Twitch, what's good? YouTube. Somebody said it was good on TikTok.
Yep.
What's good, TikTok? Appreciate y'all for not banning us again. We still going strong from that little first. Whose fault was that again?
Whose fault was that?
How we get in?
I don't know. How we get
Oh shit.
Yeah, I said we good on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
You probably will get y'all banned on TikTok.
Yes.
Shut up. Shut up.
I don't know how we got there.
What? Sorry. I thought I was helping.
It was indeed Carlil's fault.
Okay, Kenny, we solidified it. Thank you. God damn.
In case you didn't hear it the first time, it was. I'm just playing.
Hey Kenny, did you go to Lala's game night the other night?
Nah, I was going to, but it was my high school reunion.
Oh, okay. How was that?
It was decent. It was decent. Nah, my 10 year was last year.
Dang, y'all have one every year?
Yeah, so we do an all class reunion every year.
So y'all go every year?
I mean, yeah, like one thing about my school is like one of the most popular schools in the city. So a lot of people come out. It's like a big thing. It's like a big picnic outside type thing.
Shout out Morgan Park.
Yeah.
Good on everything. Everybody else good? Y'all ready to get started?
Yep.
Hold on. TSC Tuesday. Get near.
Charlotte, they put a Dutch Bros on Highway 6.
Say you lying. You lying? You lying? Are you serious? Say.
All right. We should be good everywhere.
Alrighty. Happy TSC Tuesday to everybody that's joining us live. Y'all already
TSC Tuesday.
We got the crew with us. Recording TheSameConvo Tuesday, August 18th and 3.
We forgot the time too.
7:29 p.m. and 3.
Military time.
1929.
Okay, nurse.
CST. And 3, 2.
Recording in progress.
Welcome back. It's the same convo. I'm your host, Carlil, and I'm back with the gang. What's good, y'all?
Here.
What up? Before we start, I do want to give a special shout out to that boy David Leslie, aka DV at work in our Discord. He was the winner of the first ever TSC Budokai Tenkaichi sponsored by the Oxford Car Show. Again, congratulations, man. I'm pretty sure he received his prize money today. He has the signed Sparking Zero copy getting mailed to him. We appreciate you for participating. Congratulations on the win. I'm gonna see you in a second. We get the fight one-on-one this time, and I might have had a subpar show.
Are you sure about that?
Carlil, you do not want to play that man. You do not want to play that man.
Look, as soon as it becomes a real, as soon as I say subpar show, and Bamba gonna edit the clip to me get mine. If you did miss the tournament, you can see the recorded version on our Twitch and YouTube channel. It is still there, so it was pretty exciting. So when you go watch it, be a part of the action, and look out for the next gaming tournament that we do. We're definitely doing a second TSC in the future. That was real fun. But to start off today's TSC Tuesday, I do want to talk about the NBA real quick. So last week, the NBA did release the opening and Christmas Day schedules. So I just wanted to take a look at them together to kind of get y'all's opinions and reactions and how y'all think, the first few games we're going to play about. So let's start with the opening day schedule. So opening day. Hey, let's start out with Aqua on this because it's gonna be her. This is her favorite team. Aqua, the Boston Celtics, and the Detroit Pistons are playing against each other opening night. How do you feel about that?
It's gonna be a good game for sure. Not excited with our off-season moves, but it is what it is. We gotta rock with who we got. So.
Do you expect a MVP caliber season from Jason Tatum?
Ha! My fault.
Do you expect an MVP caliber season from Jason Tatum since, of course, you talk about the all-season moves, but they don't have Jaylen Brown anymore, but...
Ha! My fault.
Paul George.
Ha! My fault.
Y'all want me to leave?
Nah, please.
I'll leave.
But no,
I'm just playing. I expect nothing but greatness from my
Ha! My fault.
Like I said, all we can do is work with what we got and make the best of it. We'll see.
Kenny about to get kicked out, bro. Boys, do y'all have anything to say about the Celtics and Pistons matchup, or y'all want to keep going?
Pistons gonna wax that ass. Jason Tatum, it might be the most overrated superstar in the NBA in a minute.
Wow, light skin on light skin violence is crazy.
I'm not. Who's light skinned? Jason Tatum.
Both of y'all, nigga.
But anyway, as I was saying, the Celtics might be one of the dumbest franchises in NBA history. Putting their hopes and dreams on a Achilles recovering Jason Tatum. Yeah, that's about all I gotta say about that on my Forrest Gump flow.
Malik, you got any words for the Celtics and Pistons matchup?
Nah, it's just game 1 of 82, so things will improve, things will change.
For sure. Bamba?
Cooked. Them niggas is cooked. Y'all don't hear them call. Are they playing in Boston?
No, it's in Detroit.
Luckily, because they were gonna call. Can't give them all types of slur, bro. Like that. Yeah, it's good. It's over with.
Facts. The second matchup, we got OKC versus San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference Finals rematch. I do think that's going to be an electric matchup. I do think that the San Antonio Spurs, with losing the finals the way that they did, they come out with a chip on their shoulder and I don't think they demolish the Oklahoma City Thunder, but I do think it'll be a close game up until the second half and they win convincingly.
Well, let's hope they learn how to finish games.
Yeah,
Man,
they got that chip on their shoulder. That's what I'm saying. Well,
And they did improve their roster too. They got like a few additions. They got another big. That's over with. OKC is not yet.
Yeah, they're not playing. Anybody else? Words on that? All right. Final opening day matchup is the one I think is going to have the most views. Philadelphia 76ers are going to New York to face the defending NBA champions. How do y'all think that's going to play out? Do y'all think the New York Knicks are going to win, in convincing fashion, have a solid win? Because the Philadelphia 76ers are going to be a new team put together? Or do y'all think the 76ers make a statement on game 1?
I personally hope the Knicks win because I'm a fucking hater. But I can't count out any team with LeBron on it. So, I give flowers when I do. Of course, they have Jaylen Brown now too. So
the better Celtic teammate.
they can't work together. That's my hope is that they can't work together.
LeBron can work with anybody though.
We've seen it done.
Anybody that's not, you know, D'Angelo Russell. He works with anybody that's not D'Angelo Russell or Russell Westbrook.
He was turning up D'Angelo Russell. You feel me? Like anyway, anybody else got anything to say about that matchup?
Putting all my chips on Philly, man. All my chips on Philly. But then again, this is probably one of the first tests that we're going to see LeBron facing this year, especially with Father Time potentially catching up to him. Because one thing that New York is good at is defending. Like, if all five of them are consistently putting pressure, because the one thing that we do have is a consistent five, like 5 players that can all drop 25 points and put pressure on the defense consistently. Now, the problem is the bench. We do have a decent bench, but do we have a decent enough bench to get through that defense? That's what I'm doubting. But I'm putting all my chips on Philly all the way.
For sure.
Yeah, it's game 1 of 82, so whatever they don't work out, they got 81 more games to do.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, and more than anything, I agree with that when it comes to Philadelphia 76ers, because I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but in LeBron's, I guess, the past few years, I don't think he's really been worried about the beginning of the season. It's always been, what can we do after the trade deadline? Because that's where is gearing up for the playoffs. So I do think that if they come out flat or anything game 1 and opening day, they won't let it, they're professionals, they'll get over it. But the fan in me wants the 76ers to make a pretty convincing statement game 1. And we'll let them know that they not just to put the Eastern Conference on notice, not just to put the Knicks on notice, but to put the whole NBA on notice. Like, it's about to get serious.
With LeBron being in Philly, they're gonna be seeing the Knicks a lot. We changing it to the Le Garden.
All right, man.
Throw tomatoes.
Moving on to the Christmas Day schedule. So for this one, we don't have to go deep in our explanations on how these are going to go. I'm gonna just name the matchup. Y'all let me know who y'all think is going to win this matchup on Christmas. Of course, this is still the beginning of the season. We are not going to know what the teams are going to look like around Christmas time or anything like that. But just based off of what you know now, take some bias from last season and let me know who y'all think is going to win these matchups. All right, so first, we got the San Antonio Spurs at the New York Knicks. Christmas Day, who y'all got, Spurs and Knicks?
The Spurs. I'm the Spurs.
Got Spurs, we got Knicks. 1 Spurs, 1 Knicks.
I'm going Knicks.
2 Knicks. Give me a Spurs. We got 2 Spurs, 2 Knicks.
I'm going to go with Knicks.
All right, we got 3 Knicks, 2 Spurs. We'll see how that one goes. Next, we got the Miami Heat at the Boston Celtics. I'm going the Heat, bro. Fuck them.
I'm clearly going Celtics.
Oh, and Giannis is on the Heat now? Oh, yeah, that nigga's... He don't even like Jason Tatum like that. He's gonna kill him.
I really wanted to get him in the offseason, too. I was so pissed.
That would have been bullshit, bro. Don't know why you want to do racist like that.
Carlo, shut up.
My fault. Let's take racism out of it.
I got the Heat.
Heat.
Big Heat got the Heat. That's 2 Heat.
Heat Celtics.
Just locking the Heat, man.
That's 3 Heat.
I'm gonna go Heat. Fuck the Celtics.
We already know who Opera rocking with, so I don't even think we gotta say it. Understandable. All right, next matchup we got OKC at the Timberwolves. And this is gonna be the new look Timberwolves with LaMelo at the point.
I got the Thunder.
I'm gonna go OKC.
I'm a sucker for the underdog. I'm gonna go to Timberwolves. They gonna have so much aura this season, bro. Even if they is a losing ass team, the aura for the Timberwolves is gonna be off the charts, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go with T-Wolves. Not even like, I'm not looking at them as underdog. I think that this is one of those teams that LaMelo Ball catches on fire, Anthony Edwards catches on fire on the same night. It's over with. It is over with.
It really is. 2 T-Wolves, and then, what, 3 OKC?
I didn't say mine yet.
Oh, go ahead, Kenny.
I'm going Timberwolves.
All right. 3 Timberwolves, 2 OKC. That one's going to be an interesting game, too. All right, next, another exciting game. We got the Golden State Warriors versus the Denver Nuggets. The Golden State Warriors, if y'all have paid attention to the interviews coming from Steph, Draymond, Steve Kerr, they literally, somebody, I don't know who specifically said it, somebody said the Warriors are looking at this year as a gap year. So,
Yeah, I saw that.
He said it.
like, that's bullshit.
If I give them a book, I don't believe it. I think that they saying that probably because like they didn't make any moves, and it was kind of obvious because they were waiting on LeBron. But they still kind of do have a roster. Like even if you're thinking of not like having LeBron, they still do have a decent roster.
It's like I'll agree with Bamba that the roster is decent. I don't think it's over the top or anything like that. But it's definitely not going. They're not going to be good enough to make a statement within the West to be. They're literally going to be fighting for 6 and below, and any of the top teams in the Western Conference is going to sweep them any times over whoever they match with in the playoffs if they are able to get to the playoffs this year. But again, the roster though, it has the talent there, but it's just one is the age, 2 is the injuries. I don't even think Kristaps is going to start the season off healthy. Like it's just
nigga, he never healthy. Goddamn.
The only time he was healthy, he won a championship. I guess that's enough.
I blame Kenny.
All right, so I got Nuggets.
I think that's pretty easy, Nuggets. What y'all gonna do with Jokic?
I don't got this.
I'm going Steph, man.
3 Nuggets, 1 Warriors.
Nuggets.
4 Nuggets, 1 Warriors. All right. In the premier matchup, again, the matchup that I think is going to have the most views on Christmas, the Philadelphia 76ers going to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Big Bronny, man. Big Bronny James.
They're going to sub him in for the 5 minutes to get dumped on by his dad, bro. That's what it is.
What if he dunks on LeBron now? What you going to do?
The thing is, LeBron would let him do that shit too.
I would be pissed.
LeBron would let him do that shit too. But for this one, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know because even though people are calling them, the exciting whites, the cream Lakers, they got a decent roster, bro. Like they're going to be competing next year. I think this one's go down to the wire, but I think
Competing for what? Play-in?
Whoa, what do you mean? They do have, they've not upper. Like we just said, the Warriors were competing for like 6 and below. But they're above that.
I was about to say they're above that. They're easily competing for 5 and up.
5 and up. Okay.
I'm going 76ers. I'm not picking against Brown today. Not today.
I'm going 76ers too. He ain't gonna care about that. Oh, I miss y'all shit. Nah, nigga. I'm on with my new team. We can't handle business.
I mean, they fucking over quite a lot. There's nothing to be missing over there.
I'm also going 76ers.
Philly.
Everybody got Philly?
Philly cheesesteak.
All right. Well, we will revisit this when those matchups happen. We got a few months for those for Christmas, a couple months for opening day. Excited to see where those go. But switching on to the next segment, Russell Westbrook just retired last week after 18 seasons. Not a champion, but has a lot of career accolades. Actually, let me go ahead and read them off here while I'm looking at them.
Triple doubles. A lot of them.
No, a lot.
A lot.
All right, so if we go down the list of accolades for Russell Westbrook, one time NBA Most Valuable Player, 9-time All-Star, 2-time NBA All-Star Game MVP, 9-time All-NBA selection. He got first team twice. He got second team 5 times and third team twice. He was named to the NBA 75th anniversary team. He was all rookie first team. He is the all-time NBA leader in triple doubles. He averaged a triple double for 4 separate seasons. That's 2016, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, and 20 and 21. He is a 2-time NBA scoring champion, and he is a 3-time NBA assist leader, along with being a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. A very, very long, lengthy, and successful career with for the Brody. So, only question I got for y'all regarding Russell Westbrook: where does he rank amongst the all-time point guards for you guys? You got him top 5, you got him top 10, top 15. Where's he ranked? Me personally, you said number 4.
Yeah.
Real quick, can I ask you? And I'm not saying 4 is crazy. I just want to know who the 3 above him would be.
Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas.
Wait, you said who was the first person you said?
Magic Johnson.
Oh. I don't know why I heard Matthew Johnson. Who the fuck is Matthew?
I'm not gonna lie, that's solid. For me, he's somewhere in that. It's like I would really have to think about it, but possibly top 5, but he's definitely top 10.
I feel like he only in my top 5 because I don't really go back into like the older NBA shit. You know what I mean? Like my list is Steph, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, Westbrook, and CP. So he's 4.
Dame Lillard?
Yeah. Fuck my
Dame Lillard and Westbrook be back to back. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I just don't think Dame.
But that's why it's my top 5. Now yours.
You ain't wrong.
Yeah, right.
Like I said, I can't account for older basketball players because I don't fucking know. So
Because mine honestly, it would, if I were to go by, because Steph Curry wouldn't be in my list, but I'm not mad that it's in the leaks list. But the reason Steph Curry wouldn't be in my list because I just don't see him as a pure point guard. You feel me? I see him as more of a shooting guard than an actual point guard. So if I think about pure point guards, I would go for Magic number 1. I'll probably go CP number 2. I would say I'm gonna say Magic number 1, CP number 2, J Kidd number 3, Steve Nash number 4. My number 5 would probably be Westbrook. That would be my number 5, and then right under well, not right under, but it's arguable for 6. And a lot of people won't like this, especially my homie Phil. Shout out Phil. John Stockton.
Oh my God, Phil's gonna have an aneurysm.
He's gonna be so mad. But yeah, John Stockton is 6. But yeah, that's how my 5 will round out. He would definitely just be a number 5. But we got Papa, Bamba.
Let's say top 6. I think I'm comfortable with a lower half.
Okay, so Carlito, if your prompt was pure point guards, my list would be similar to yours, but your question was for point guards.
Yeah.
Okay. If we're going just point guards,
yeah.
I'm going to say Russell Westbrook. I got him over Magic Johnson, honestly. I got Russell Westbrook over Magic. I think Magic benefited from the era he played in. He also benefited from the teammates he had. This man, Westbrook, do you know who was on that team when he won MVP?
Before you go through the team, would you say that when you say Magic benefited from the era that he was in, would you call Magic one of those players that was before his time with his abilities and skills?
But Magic was before his time? No. His skills, he wasn't a good, his ball handle skills are not that crazy. He's a decent passer. The nigga can't shoot. And his scoring ability.
He was playing with plumbers.
Yeah. Like Magic Johnson, if you go watch his tapes. The passes are cool, but that's it. His jump shot is ugly as shit. He ain't dunking on nobody. It's like the way he's scoring is very 80s esque. Like,
just like Michael Jordan was playing with G League and D League players, but we don't want to get to that argument. It's like the NBA expansion happened during his prime, but we don't want to talk about that. That's fine.
so when it really comes down to it, my top, I got Russell Westbrook probably number 2 all time.
Who would be number 1?
Steph Curry.
Okay.
Stephen Curry.
I'm not mad at that. All right. Well, everybody got a solid list. Shout out to Russell Westbrook. You don't deserve the argument between you and prime Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose and his prime don't touch ever. So, all right.
He's trying to trigger me.
What? You said what?
So you're trying to trigger me.
I was. You handled it very well. You handled it very well.
That's right.
But before we go to the main segment of the night, y'all, I want to play a little game.
Let's play a game.
This was a
My fault.
This was a suggestion. I don't know which one of y'all put this in the share note, but one of y'all put this suggestion in the share note. Basically, we're going to do a draft. We're going to draft the starting 5, but you got to do it. You can't, unless their position is interchangeable, you need to do a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. Draft your starting 5, but you can only draft players that have the same first letter and their name is yours. This is going to be interesting because, me and Kenny gonna be bad.
Oh my God, bruh.
Oh yeah, I can't draft the same player, right?
Nah, you cannot draft the same players, but we still have to only do names that start with K. So how I got the draft going, we're gonna do a regular draft, so we're gonna go left to right. Once it gets down to the right one will go again after their last pick, and then we keep on that.
Wait, who gets the first pick?
That's what I'm about to decide.
Okay.
If I'm going the way I want to, it's Kenny, me, Aqua, Malik, and then Bamba. If we go the other way, it would be Bamba, Malik, Aqua, me, and Kenny. And then, like I said, last person will just pick twice. And then we go the other way. So.
Snake. Snake draft?
Yeah, snake draft.
Okay.
Snake draft. So, I usually am the one to do this, but Aqua.
Yep.
I need you to think of a number and make Kenny and Bamba guess for it. Whoever gets the closest to the number, they either get to go first or they get to pick that the other one goes first.
Okay. I got a number.
You said you got it?
Yeah.
39.
Wait. Number between.
That's your decision.
Oh fuck. Okay. Sorry. My fault. Number between 1 and 15.
1 and 15.
Yeah.
What you say, Bomba?
10.
Give me lucky number 7.
It was 30.
Yes, sir.
All right, Kenny, are you going first?
Yeah, I'm going first.
All right.
Give me Kobe Bryant.
Dean Bryant at your shooting guard.
Yes, sir.
Let me go ahead and get Kevin Durant.
Oh, that's a good one.
I believe you are next.
For my shooting guard?
Or you don't have to start with any specific position, but you got to make sure you fill up all the positions.
Okay. Point guard, AI.
Okay. Big P.
I got that.
Huh? Oh, no, I'm tripping. You know this nigga's name's not Magic.
Bamba, go ahead and.
That nigga's name's Irvin.
His name is Magic. Bamba, go ahead and end this round off.
I'm going with Patrick Ewing.
Hey, Bomba, for the people who don't know your real name, you just confused the fuck out of everybody.
My name is TheSameConvo.
first choice. All right, go ahead. Second choice. Back to you. Paul George. Which one? So you got Pat Ewing and Paul George. Okay. Malik.
I got Michael Jordan.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
You want to answer? What the fuck?
Actually,
That's why you said that Michael Jordan was banned in the game.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's on you, Aqua.
Okay. I got Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards. Okay. So you got AI and that's solid. For my next pick, I got that boy Kyrie Irving.
That's cute.
Also, everybody keep track of your team. I was trying to do it myself, but it's a lot of writing. Everybody keep track of your team. Whenever you ready.
Give me Kevin Garnett.
Bitch.
He has some back to back too. He's at 3 already, right? No, 2.
He's about to have his third.
See, I got somebody. I want to say, but I feel like I'm missing out on somebody. Who do I have right now? I got Kevin Garnett and Kobe Bryant, and Kobe has to play 2 guard.
Play 2 or 3.
Yeah, Kobe's a 2 or 3.
You said 2 or 3, and you just got Kyrie because you're a bum.
Needed that.
I need a small forward, bruh. This is hard. And you took Kevin Durant.
You say you need to sit down on a sleeper pick, King.
Wait, is K in the first name or K in the last name?
First name, nigga.
KD in the first name.
You're trying to be slick.
Facts. God.
Okay. So there's only Kevin's, Kobe's, Kyle's.
Come on, Kenny.
Is there somebody named Kevin Porter? Who the fuck is Kevin? Why is Kevin Porter in my head?
Kevin, that's a basketball player.
Kevin Porter Jr.
Who? New York Brooklyn Nets?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm tripping. Give me Kareem.
Oh.
Give me Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at center. I'm tripping.
So you got Kobe, KG, and Kareem.
Yes, nobody's getting no rebounds.
That's cool. Go ahead and give me Kawhi Leonard, please.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Kawhi is a sleeper
Go
player.
ahead, give me Kawhi Leonard, please.
Young clutch, young goat, 2-way.
Oh, that was a good pick.
All right. Aqua, it's on you.
I got Andre Iguodala.
Andre Iguodala.
That's
I
solid.
love Iggy.
That's solid.
I love
That's
Iggy.
solid.
God damn it, Kawhi Leonard was a good pick.
Kawhi is a good pick.
Give me Mark Gasol at power forward.
You said Mark Gasol?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got a Mike, Magic, and Mark now?
Yeah.
All right. Big Bambi.
Go with Paul Gasol.
So you got
the better brother.
The Gasol brothers for the last 2 picks in this round. I love that. Bomba, go ahead and make your second pick. Is this your
fourth?
This is your fourth? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick Penny Hardaway.
That's solid. That's solid. That's solid. That's solid. Malik, where you at?
Give me Meta World Peace. That's my
Meta World Peace.
Mike, Meta, and Mark. I guess you gotta have one crash out there. And Michael Jordan is gonna be hyping that shit up too. Aqua.
Can I use AD in his prime as a power forward or no?
Yeah.
He actually
Yeah.
plays that.
AD in his prime, heavy on in his prime.
Nah, he's actually a power forward. The Lakers just don't.
Just
fuck
using
with
him
him.
as
For my fourth pick, I'm gonna go the prime. 60 points a game off of 3 dribbles, Klay Thompson.
That was my pick, you bastard.
Yes, sir.
KP.
Kyrie, Klay, Kawhi, and KD.
That's perfect.
All right, Kenny, your last 2 picks.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. At my small forward, give me Kristaps Porzingis.
You bitch. You bitch.
Give me Kristaps Porzingis at my small. Yeah, y'all ain't getting no rebounds. It's cool.
But also,
Oh,
who's
he's a bitch.
No,
No, he's a bitch.
It's okay, Carlo. He will probably won't play.
this is prime uninjured. Because if that's the case,
Okay.
wait. Miss Anthony Davis want to talk about who's playing?
Fair.
They both in their primes. I'll allow it. Who's your last pick?
And for my point guard, give me Kyle Lowry.
Okay. You go through your whole team for us.
All right, PG. We got Kyle Lowry. 2 guard. We got. Ooh, this is perfect. This is actually perfect because Kobe gonna shot chuck, and we got everybody down there getting rebounds for him. Good shit, Kenny. We got Kyle Lowry, Kobe Bryant, Kristaps Porzingis, Kevin Garnett with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That is a perfect team for Kobe.
Nigga just raised himself.
We let Kenny cheat. He put Kristaps at the small forward.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I should have
I should
vetoed
have
that.
said you should have a better pick for that, but I'm
Who was
gonna
your
wait till you have
center?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I'm not. All right. What would y'all give that? We're doing grades 1 through 10. I like the Colin Kobe. Kristaps isn't. He's just not. His body and his game isn't built to be a wing.
I feel like he can. He's agile. He's mobile.
I understand that. It's like he can, but at the same time, there's other things, especially defensive things that come with that he might not be able to keep up with.
If Lauri Markkanen can do it, Kristaps can do it.
As a power forward, I was about to say, honestly, you could switch KG to SF and put Kristaps at PF.
Nah, I feel like Kristaps is more agile than Kevin.
Mm-hmm. I'll even argue he has better ball handling too.
He also has better ball handling. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you an 8.5.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give him an 8. That was good.
He's out of 10?
I like the strategy.
Yeah, out of 10.
Everybody
Oh,
getting
yeah,
a
that's
rebound for Kobe.
Yeah.
Even though it's a lot of height and not too much ball handling, I gotta give that a 9. That's a winning team.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I give it an 8.
Okay. All right. For my last pick, I'm gonna go champion Karl Anthony Towns.
That's literally what I forgot. That's literally what I was like, y'all sleep. Kenny, that would have been.
What you? I needed a small forward.
But he can
what?
stretch the floor better than both Porzingis and KG.
Facts. And Kareem. Fuck that.
And he can't shoot.
I mean, that's fine. That's true.
So my full team, I got Kyrie at my point. I got Klay Thompson at my shooting guard. Kawhi Leonard at my 3. KD at my 4. Karl Anthony Towns at my 5.
That's a cheat.
Grade out of 10, please.
Nah, that's a great team.
I'm gonna give it a 9 too. 9.1.
Definitely a 9.
Yeah. That's a crazy team. This nigga cheated. He came up with the segment. He already had that team picked out. He's a bastard.
Nah, this is bullshit.
Yeah, actually, he got to lose some points for that. He had time to think. Yeah, he got to lose some points for that.
He literally stole my center, and he stole my center, and he stole my backup.
You stole my PG and my small forward, you bastard.
Yeah, I know that Kyrie pick was gonna get you. I knew it was gonna get you.
You don't even use Kyrie. It's all right, bro.
Hey. But I got 9s. Big P.
I'll give it a 9.
Appreciate y'all. Aqua, last pick.
For the center, I said Andre Drummond.
Ew, brother, ew.
That's not a lot of A's, okay?
Andre Drummond in his prime is a problem.
What's a lot of
A's
A's?
is the problem right now. The A's
So,
is killing people.
Go through your team.
A's.
For point guard, I had AI. Shooting guard, I had Anthony Edwards. Small forward, I had Andre Iguodala. Power forward, I had Anthony Davis. Center, Andre Drummond.
You got a lot of
Really
defense
how
over
they
there.
Work together. I just needed A's. And...
No Amari Stoudemire?
Oh, I didn't think about him. Damn, sorry.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. The team that you put together is crazy.
It's not bad. It's
That's
not
a
bad.
crazy team. The only thing I'm worried about is facilitation. That's it. But
Wait, who's your PG again? Allen Iverson. Oh yeah, you ain't getting no ball moving on that team at all. Whoever got that ball is where the play ends.
listen, I'll give you a. I like the setup of the team. I like the setup of the team because Iggy in his prime is a problem, especially if he's your small forward. You got prime AD, and then Andre Drummond. All you need him for is boards. Everybody else can score and shoot.
He can also shoot threes. What you talking about?
I mean, not prime Andre Drummond, old Andre Drummond can. But yeah, no, I got you at 8.
Damn, point five.
Appreciate that.
I got you at 8.
I'm not gonna lie, because of the lack of ball movement, I might have to give you a 7.
And you said my shit stank.
And no, it don't stink. It don't stink. It's just we've seen a similar team, and it didn't really work out. Like Melo and Allen Iverson just did not work.
That's true. Last two, Malik. Who's your final pick?
I just had to go with Moses Malone.
Fire. And, all right, go through your whole team for us.
Magic Johnson at the 1, Michael Jordan at the 2, Metta World Peace at the 3, Mark Gasol at the 4, and Moses Malone at the 5.
Wait, so since he said Metta World Peace, does he get that version? Or does he get Ron Artest? There's a difference.
There is a.
I think you gotta have the Metta World Peace.
But
Hey, he went with the M.
He did go with the M.
Because he wasn't Metta World Peace when he was Ron Artest.
What's name? Prime Ron Artest eventually turns into Metta World Peace, so I gotta give him.
He was out of his prime when he was Metta though.
If I let Kenny put Kristaps at his small forward, I'm gonna
You know what? I ain't gonna argue with you.
You can give it to him. I'm not giving it to him.
8. I'm not gonna lie to you. Your team that killed some shit in the 2000s.
He got Michael Jordan.
I'm gonna give you a 9.
That's so. Nah, that's some bullshit. This nigga's name started with an M.
Magic, MJ, Metta, Mark Gasol, and Mark Gasol in his prime and Moses Malone.
But Bomb, I had to share my name with.
Wait. This nigga got Michael Jordan. My bad.
That's what I'm saying. Magic Mike. What?
Not Magic Mike.
This nigga got Magic Mike.
I'm about to say you don't even and prime Ron Artest is a hooper. You feel me? You don't even need him to score though. All he gotta do is he gonna be play defense and be a fucking asshole.
Like off the strength of Magic and Mike, we gotta give him a 9 off the rip.
I mean,
I'm gonna give him a 9 off the rip.
I'm about to say fuck Michael Jordan.
Magic Mike, Moses Malone. Can he lose some points for the age of his players? No modern players on that team. I'm jealous.
He got Mark Gasol.
Okay.
Mark is old as shit, nigga. What we talking about?
He won a championship in 2019. Bamba.
Old as shit.
All right. Did everybody get a grade from the league?
Yeah.
I'm
He
giving.
got 9 overall.
All right, Bamba.
Wait, what's the grade so far? Malik got 9. Carmelo got 9.
I didn't give Malik's team a grade.
Oh yeah, Kenny did. My bad.
That team like a 9.5, bro. Wait, who's the power forward?
Mark Gasol.
Mark Gasol, Moses Malone. Yeah, come on, bro. What the? Yeah, okay, yeah, 9.5.
last pick.
What did I even not give up? Oh, last pick is Paul Pierce.
Ooh, okay.
Who's your who's your point guard?
I already said Paul Pierce.
Did
Yeah,
he?
you said Paul Pierce.
Nah, he said Paul George. He didn't say Paul Pierce.
He did say Paul Pierce.
He said Paul George.
He said Paul George.
He said because he said unfortunately.
And unfortunately now, Paul Pierce.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, who's your PG?
Penny.
Go through the team.
So point guard, I got Penny Hardaway, center, Patrick Ewing, Paul Gasol at the power forward, Paul George shooting guard, and Paul Pierce at the small forward. I'll give myself a 7.
I'll say Paul Pierce and Paul George fucking your team up.
I got you.
Everybody fucking my team.
He say ain't no hoopers that are P's.
Should have got Patrick Patterson.
Fuck no.
But I got you. I got you out of 7, brother.
Yeah.
I don't know all them old ass. Well, I know Paul Pierce, Paul George. I know Penny Hardaway. I never watched him play.
10.5. You should give me a 10.
I give you 7.
Right?
I give you a 7.6.
All right, whatever.
Wait, you picked Paul Gasol too?
Yeah. It's all brothers.
Don't think about Blake Griffin. Forget about that. That never happened.
Bomb, I'm gonna give you a 10 just cause it was so difficult, bruh.
Appreciate it.
He got a difficulty multiplier.
P is crazy. You know what we should do if we play this again in the future? We should do with colors, and then we fight to pick the numbers. Like we pick the colors first, and then we build a team off of that. That'll be fun.
All right, that's a bet.
That'll be fair.
When are we gonna go 82-0 again? We never got 82-0 either.
Somebody put that in the share note. I think Malik, did you already give Mamba your grade?
I'll give him an 8.
Appreciate it.
Well, I don't know how to do averages, but we all got some pretty good grades.
I'm surprised this nigga didn't say Paul Chris.
You said what?
Why you didn't say Paul Chris?
I'm fucking
Who the
dead.
hell is Paul Chris?
Chris Paul.
Oh, how niggas would say Chris Paul if they was in Japan.
Exactly.
I'm glad I didn't know who that was.
Y'all let us know in the comments and the reels, man. Who do y'all think put together the best team with the letter that starts with their name?
I don't know. I feel like Carlil's team could get Carlil and Malik probably got the top 2 teams.
We done with the 90s. But for our main anime segment today, I want to talk about the anime that we grew up on versus the anime that we watch now. Let's go ahead and switch gears.
Okay.
So my first question for y'all is about to get real conversation. You know, I think when you get negative a lot. So today I wanted to, I just wanted to talk to y'all niggas, bro. We ain't talked in a minute. You feel me? You know, we see each other every other Tuesday. You said what?
I'm getting hurt for the negative.
All right, well, make your answers negative.
I'm excited.
But since you spoke up, you're gonna be the first to answer.
Oh, great.
So, what did you love when you first got into anime?
I loved. So when I first got into anime, I was really kind of watching it because that's what my big cousins were watching. You know me, I fuck with my big cousin's head. And so they kind of put me on to mostly everything new that I've ever seen in life. Period. Point blank, anime aside. But when they would be up at night, watching Tsunami, or they would steal the remote on Saturday mornings because they're gonna change it to damn, I forgot that station that had anime on Saturday morning. Anyway, they would control what I watched basically. So that's kind of how I started watching it. But they, like I said, they introduced me to anime, and the music was different. It just felt like it felt different than the kid shows that we watch, normally. And it was just like, this shit kind of fire. Like even as a type, I knew like this shit was different. So basically, it's just like a different experience from watching little kid shows.
For sure. For sure. Elite, what did you love about anime when you first got into it?
Fantasy Escape. I started watching it when I was like 3. And to me, it was just from just watching or studying and trying to learn how to read at that young age. So everything around me just not so serious, but anime felt like an unserious thing to watch.
Convo?
I would say it's kind of the same thing that Lee said because when I was watching anime, I didn't even know it was specifically anime. I just thought it was cartoon, but you could tell there was a very different vibe to it. And like I watched back in the day, obviously you had channels. Like back home, you didn't have the opportunity to like record it, like save the episode or anything like that. So you have to just watch whatever was available. And watching some animes, I actually enjoyed the fillers more because that was like when you tapped in and you had the whole story. You had the goofy episodes. So when I started seeing Dragon Ball Z or like City Hunter, like the vibe of those animes and the humor of it, I resonated like a lot with. And it was very different from the other cartoons, and I just could not tap into that. So like that's it's just like it just grasped my attention and just like that.
Kennedy, bro, what did you love about anime when you first got into it?
See, wait, when I first got into it, like, okay, I feel like when I first got into it, I got into it a little bit later than the rest of y'all did because I was watching anime as a kid. I just didn't know it was anime. Like, everybody was watching Yu-Gi-Oh and Dragon Ball Z as a kid, but when I was watching it back then, I didn't necessarily know it was anime. Like, who said that? I just thought it was cartoons. Um, so I feel like I really got into it probably almost around COVID. I think the best thing about it for me was like it gave me something to do. Like COVID was a crazy time. Like we just stayed in the house and didn't do shit. But anime gave me like a source of entertainment that I couldn't really get from the outside world. The shows that got me really into anime was, I guess, this is bad to say because yeah, Sword Art Online season 1 was really good. And Hunter x Hunter.
Why is that bad to say?
Because Sword Art Online is like one of those disrespected animes now. Where it's like you like Sword Art Online, you know what I'm saying? It's not respected anymore because
It's Gun Gale's fault.
yeah, it's all. Carla, I told you Gun Gale was trash. He was talking about some. Nah, Gun Gale's fire.
And what I was about to say is I can recognize that a lot of people do not like Gun Gale. I personally like Gun Gale, but I know that was the downfall of Sword Art Online.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Gun Gale to me was ass, and I feel like even the creator knew it was ass. That's why it's the shortest season out of all the Sword Art Onlines. Like they're in Gun Gale for like maybe 6 episodes compared to everything else. It feels more like a filler episode that pops back up every now and then. But yeah, Sword Art Online really got me into anime and Hunter x Hunter. But I had already been watching, like I said, been watching Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, and I seen a few episodes of Pokemon, but I wasn't allowed to watch it growing up because witchcraft and all that. But yeah, that's
No, I don't. What do you mean?
I wasn't. I just that's the way it was explained to me.
The thing is, Kenny is not the first person, specifically in the black community, where I've heard he wasn't allowed to watch something because of like witchcraft or anything. A lot of people, a lot of kids, like from where I grew up, didn't like watch Yu-Gi-Oh or anything until they got like to high school because they were never allowed to watch that.
Yu-Gi-Oh, I can kind of get because we do have this, but Pokemon. What is it in Pokemon? That's you know what?
Demons and witchcraft.
Somebody told me their parents didn't let them watch SpongeBob because of witchcraft.
I've heard for SpongeBob just because yeah.
I've heard of witchcraft and because it'll make you gay. TikTok, you promised. TikTok, you promised. Don't fucking ban us. Don't fucking wicked. But no, for me, the one thing I love when I first got into anime, first, as y'all all know, I talk about it all the time. My first anime was Dragon Ball Z. I do not know if my parents knew what Dragon Ball was at the time. They probably did, but like it was like them that got me into like I'm 4 years old. I can't get all this shit myself. So like at 4 years old, I got my cover. My first like VHS tape I ever owned was the Dead Zone movie with Garlic Jr. Like I owned that Dead Zone tape. My first video game ever was a Dragon Ball Z video game. Um, like that was what kind of pulled me into it. And then later down the line, as I was younger, of course, I was into Yu-Gi-Oh cards heavy. I still got cards from when I used to play when I was like 7 years old. The Pokemon games on the DS and Game Boy. But one thing that stood out about anime to me that I love more than the action, more than the character designs, like that, it was just the undertones of like friendship that it had. I mean, like I'm from like growing up, especially on my dad's side of the family, we are big on like community, and that's kind of like a big thing everywhere I go. I try to build community. I try to surround myself around like-minded people that just at the end of the day, like they don't care. We don't care what each other do for a living. We don't care where we came from, the backgrounds, anything. We are associated with each other and we're hanging with each other because we genuinely care about each other and we'll do anything for each other. And those are the undertones that I saw in anime that honestly, like whenever I go by and watch Dragon Ball, Fairy Tail, Naruto, um, I see some of those undertones and I see how I've put that, into like my friendships from when I started watching anime to now. Um, Kenny, you said that you were watching it younger, watching a few shows while you were younger, but you really didn't kind of dive headfirst into it until COVID. So I'll start this question off with you. From I guess when you fully dove into it to where you are now, from COVID to now, what's something that you can appreciate more about anime?
I definitely feel like I appreciate stories more. At first, when I was just watching anime, if it wasn't all about like some crazy powers or some great choreography with throwing the hands and all that type of stuff, I wasn't watching it. Like people telling me to watch Death Note, I'm like, they don't even fight in that show. I'm not watching it. Not Attack on Titan, One Piece, 1,000 episodes. I'm not watching 1,000 episodes. Once you get past all like the surface level reasons not to watch a show, I love Apothecary Diaries. Ain't no boxing, ain't no powers, straight story. Like that's something I can say has definitely changed from back then to now.
I feel that. I feel that. Has that personal question? Has that changed with video games at all or not?
Well, gotta be more specific. Like what you mean by that?
So I specifically remember a time when we lived together and we were talking about like because you love to play online.
Yeah.
I love story modes, and you used to tell me, "Yeah, I can't watch no story modes." And he was like, "If I play the story, I'm clicking through that bitch." So if you play story modes now, are you more equipped to watch the cutscenes and things, or are you still clicking through the modes?
Trying to get me canceled in the video game community, bro.
I'm not. I really am curious because it like how you explain that. It kind of explains like your mindset when we used to talk about that back then.
Carla, ain't shit changed, bro. I'm still clicking through that shit.
Some people like to enjoy the story. Some people need to get it done.
I will say this: God of War did a good job at not allowing their cutscenes to be like you can't skip it, and I did really appreciate the story of God of War, like the new ones. Okay. But that being said, if I could skip through that shit, I'm skipping through that shit.
Kenny literally told me, "What am I watching for? I'm here to play the game. I'm trying to play this game."
I said, if I can't click, it ain't got no purpose.
Man, am I playing or watching? What am I doing?
Oh Lord. So for the rest of us, again, we've been kind of more tapped into anime since we were younger. I'll start off with Malik on this one. What's something that you appreciate more about anime now that you're older?
The authors. I think growing up, I never really cared. I always just watched whatever content came out. So now, if I'm able to read the story from the source, one, it's not going to be like misconstrued based off the anime or the adaptation, and then two, it also like helps them directly. Like with Oda, what I always appreciated about Oda was that he was so involved with his IP. Either it be the movie, it be the show, it be the figurines. He's always involved with it. Everybody else back then, they would just draw their stuff and just get their checks. Which, by the way, they still would make their mangas on a specific basis, but they wasn't really fully involved with everything else. But now today, because of what Oda's been doing, from what I've noticed, more manga artists have been more involved with a lot of their IPs, and I think that definitely shows true how big of the impact he has made, as well as how it has made all the different shows that we watch today a little bit more complete.
So, Big Bambi.
For me, I mean, it's a lot of things, but mainly I would say the community. Like, I feel like I love being able to peel off the layers of anime. Like, as kids, we were just watching it just to watch it, but like now, we're damn near diving deep into the animes and having conversations about it. And it's just like through podcasting, but like on a day-to-day basis. Now, that's like something that people literally are bonding over. Like, we go to drink on other places, like, you're literally able to just have conversations with just anybody, simply because you guys know y'all there because of the same interest. So I feel like as we're growing, like there's more spaces to just sit down and there's like also like a lot of genre. Like it's just broad. Anime is becoming broad, and granted, there's a lot of negative aspects of it that's being brought into the community. But I feel like as it's growing, now you have people being able to branch out and focus on their interests. Like I have cooking animes. It doesn't matter if you don't really like cooking anime. Yeah, but if you really like cooking, now all of a sudden, like, I'm gonna tap in, I'm gonna check it out, and then now you have something to talk about. We love niggas that's out here throwing hands. Niggas start boxing, we'll talk about it. So, like, having those communities, the conversation, and I just feel like this forever gonna grow. Like, it's literally possibly the biggest industry right now, I think, like, in terms of revenue.
Right.
Anime is up. So I love that aspect of the community and also the cultural aspects and inspiration from like new anime specifically are trying their best to take away, like following the example of like Dragon Ball Z, I'll say, like taking inspiration from Japanese culture, from actual real life word history. So I feel like I love that aspect because it's actually teaching us real shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, and actually I like your explanation there because I kind of want to build off that and a little bit of from Malik's explanation as well. I think one thing I appreciate now that I'm older is just the lore behind anime that creates those conversations and things of that nature. Because you don't realize, like especially when you're a kid, you're just watching it because it has your attention. But there's so much more in the story that you probably like don't notice, or the inspirations for certain characters, the inspirations for certain storylines and things of that nature. And so now that I'm older, like as y'all know, whenever I finish a One Piece chapter, I'll go and watch a deep dive video from shout out Grand Line Review, shout out Library of Ohara. You feel me? I'll do that with JJK, several different animes, and then of course you got SBS files where you can talk directly to the authors and ask them questions, and they'll give you questions about, or they'll give you answers about, why this anime character carries 3 swords instead of 2, or where this character grew up, if it's not specifically stated anywhere in the anime or manga work. Dragon Ball has the same thing. They have the author's notes, and there's things that are never specifically stated within the show and the manga that you would never know about the character, or you would never know about that storyline.
The Daizenshu.
Exactly, the Daizenshu, exactly. But yeah, I think that's something I appreciate more because, like I said, as you're younger, all you're literally just watching for your entertainment. Watch it, go to sleep. Can't wait to catch the next episode next week. But now it's just like you can appreciate the lore of it, and everything is just so interesting. One of my favorite ones that I got into recent or this past year was the lore behind fruit baskets and the 12 Chinese zodiacs. When I watched Fruit Basket, did not know there was a different zodiac system. Then I learned about the 12 Chinese zodiacs, and then the history behind the 12 Chinese. That could be an anime by itself. It might be. Yeah. You feel me? Like it's so fascinating. It's so fascinating. But to end off on this question, Aqua, go ahead. What do you appreciate more about anime now that you're older?
So like I said, when I started watching it when I was younger, I didn't realize, but it was actually like teaching us like lessons. You know what I mean? And it's just like I don't know if it was like subconsciously doing it, but like once you rewatch that, because I'm the queen of rewatching old anime that I used to love. Um, I'm like, damn, I kind of live by that. So damn, maybe this is why I am how I am now. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That part of it, yeah.
Nah, and I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly. When you don't realize that Naruto's telling somebody to believe it when you're 8 years old.
Yeah.
You don't know how much that sticks with you when you are trying to, when you are trying to argue against somebody. You let them know, like, nah, believe me, like I got this. Or you just know, like, just in one of the easiest things, from anime, just never giving up, ever giving up on your mission, never giving up on your friends, like I think wholeheartedly when I talk with y'all, when I look at y'all, when I've experienced life with y'all, there's some things that y'all have gone through where y'all could have given up, and could have turned another way. You feel me? And giving up doesn't always mean like there's a difference between pivoting and giving up. So I might have seen y'all pivot, but y'all have never given up on yourselves. And again, just something from that. That could be from family, that can be from life experiences, but there is a little bit of that comes from anime. I'm gonna start off with Malik for this next question. What anime do you think that you grew out of? As you've been watching it all these years.
I don't think I grew out of any anime. I think I probably grew into anime, other anime shows, but I don't think I grew out of any.
Yeah, I mean, and this was a weird question for me because I wanted to ask it to see if y'all had an answer. I'm kind of like Malik. I had the same answer because like I'll go back right now and watch Pokemon. I'll go back right now and watch Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll go right now and rewatch Beyblade. Like I don't think there's any type of anime I've grown out of like at all. So I'll go Bomba for the next one. Do you think there's any anime you grew out of?
I do think so to a certain degree. Like I still watch the movies quite often, but I do have to say that I did outgrow Pokemon. Like I cannot catch myself rewatching Pokemon like that. Nah, I get it. I love the games. I love every aspect of it, but just sitting down to watch the show, like I don't know if it's a matter of spacing or the story, just haven't seen it too many times. I just remember at one point I just never went back to watching it. And it just hasn't changed. Like maybe movies, yes, but the shows.
Yeah, nah, and I understand that wholeheartedly, especially with the movies because behind Dragon Ball Z, as far as movies and anime, if Pokemon's not number two, they're up there. They're definitely up there. They got some of the greatest anime movies of all time. Speaking of Pokemon, let's go to our resident Pokemon fan, Aqua. Is there any anime you think you grew out of?
Nope. Like I said, I am a avid go back and watch what I used to love type of person. So no, I haven't. But you know what? I could see somebody saying they grew out of isekai just because like the genre got like so saturated. But if I'm keeping it a book, isekai is my favorite genre. Isekai is my
What?
But that's the thing though. Like I think you like the lax aspect of things. So Isekai is like that. Like the such I like. They just be chilling.
I really do love that. It's very refreshing.
I love that for you. Kenny, end us off on this question. Do you think there's any anime that you grew out of since you seriously started watching it?
That I grew out of. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe that's why I don't like fairy tale. Like shows that's like overly power friendshipy. I can't get with it. It's a little corny to me.
This nigga hate his friends, y'all.
It's not that I don't hate my friends. It's just that the shit. I'm not watching anime for cute shit. Like I'm just not. That's just not my thing.
Nah, I understand that. Bomba, I'm gonna start this question off with you. What anime would you never recommend to your younger self?
It's funny that you started with me because I'm gonna start with where Kenny ended, which is fairy tale. I don't think I would recommend Fairy Tail because of the fan service. Indeed, I don't think that I remember watching Fairy Tail as a kid, and that's the thing. Like I remember the first time Kenny called up to Fairy Tail, and we were talking about it. I didn't remember a lot of things. So I was like, I gotta go back and rewatch it. And then I rewatched it. I'm like, damn, I watched this as a kid. You know what I'm saying? That ain't right. It's not right.
I swear the anonymous fan service gets OD, but that's your story, and I'm gonna let you have it.
Like I'm gonna tell you the story I told you last episode. When I had to edit the episode, I had to go find me some footage to show what we were talking about. And I literally have a warning sitting in our email that you have access to. It's in our email. That's like make sure that you're old enough before you view this footage. It's on YouTube. That's from the anime. Come on, brother. That's one. Two, Attack on Titan. I don't think I would appreciate the story the way I would right now, if that makes sense. Like there's a lot of things I would miss.
That makes sense.
The third one, nobody should watch this. Like nobody at all should watch this. Not right now, not ever. It's called Shoujo Tsubaki. It's on YouTube. Nobody should watch this shit ever.
Sojo Tsubaki.
Aqua, are you searching me?
Don't watch it. Don't look at it. I mean it.
He said I was in a dark place.
This will scar. No, I mean it. Like this will actually scar you. Where you at right now as a grown person.
Kenny, are you Googling it?
No.
It's disturbing.
Oh.
Do not watch it.
It's like shoujo. That should be fun, right?
No. It's not shoujo. I promise you that one. That's the shit I've seen in this. Like it. I've never watched anime that physically bothered me. Like almost like seeing. How can I explain it? Like it's almost like visually seeing like an action movie where somebody's like being harmed, like mutilated. I would say. But this is from the anime. It's bad. Don't watch. That's my dream.
Okay. Hey, the thing is, I believe you, brother.
You should.
I believe you. I know for me, and I'm thinking when I asked this question, and Baba did a good job of it. I want you to think of yourself as a child, not what you wouldn't like. What you would not recommend yourself. Mine, I was a scary ass kid. Don't watch Death Note. Don't fucking watch Death Note. Don't fucking watch it. Don't watch Death Note. Don't watch Parasite. Don't watch what's the one where it's the she can't tell. She can't tell. Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul. All those anime is gonna scare the living shit out of you. And then I got one that is on the absolutely do not watch list. This is when Netflix first started getting anime on their platform. This is when they had the old styles and things of that nature. I was too deep on Netflix. It's an anime called Rosario and Vampire.
Oh, I love vampires. Come on.
No, please, absolutely not. Like I found myself too deep in the Netflix anime. It was bad.
I thought you were about to say you found yourself too deep into that anime. I was like, whoa.
I didn't put it on my list. It's okay.
I watched like 3 episodes, but there was some shit in there where I was like, if my mom walked in right now, bro.
I watched the whole thing.
You watched the whole thing?
The whole thing, Carlo.
That's insanity. Kenny, I'm interested in your answer. Recommend to you.
I got 2. Fairy Tail. Cause yeah. And then my second one, I just finished it. Code Geass. I wish I had my time back. Code Geass.
That's the one that wraps it. I saw you doing like slowly every time I tap into the first one too.
I finished it. I want my time back.
It's not like that.
Bruh. The fact that
the ending though. I heard he's one of the greatest.
it has a decent plot twist, I guess. But my thing is, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. It had 2 episodes where I was like, literally just 2 episodes that I thought was decent. But I hate mech anime for one, unless it's Gurren Lagann, and it's completely all mech anime with some story. So I will tell my younger self, hey, when you turn 29, you're gonna meet this dude. He gonna tell you to watch. He gonna tell you to watch. Code Geass. Don't listen to that man. Great guy, great guy. It's just not that show is just not your cup of tea, bruh.
Understandable. Understandable. Switching. Moving on. We're gonna go with Malik.
Anything slice of life.
Anything slice of life.
Yeah.
Dang, Apothecary Diaries.
That would be without watching slice of life.
And like I did say, think about your younger self. It would make sense if you didn't enjoy slice of life.
I also didn't watch Slice of Life either.
All right, I'll just go ahead and let us know what anime would you never recommend to your younger self.
Of course, first thing, let's get that out the way. One Piece, easily.
What the fuck?
I don't, cause younger me was gonna drop that shit before I got through the 40 episodes that I had watched. You know, as older me, and I was bored as older me.
Wait,
Younger me wasn't even gonna get. Huh?
She doesn't watch One Piece. She doesn't watch
I got
One
to
Piece
like
at all.
40 episodes. I was like, what the fuck are we doing?
Aqua, it's not gonna get good till like 762. You gotta give it 700.
Cat.
Wait.
He just lied.
Time out. Is any slime by 762?
No, Marineford happens in 400s.
Wait. Tell me why I was just about to look up when it
I was about to say.
Yo, I can't. I already don't retain shit well either, so like, I can't do it.
My thing is Marineford happens in the 400s.
Okay, well, let's not turn into a One Piece segment. My second one that I don't want my younger self watching is the High School DxD. I accidentally. And I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
To be fair, even though I'm saying I watched it all the way, I watched the censor version.
Oh, I don't think what I was watching was Sensei.
Nah, yeah, it gets wild.
And then the third one would be this one called Citrus on Crunchyroll.
Citrus.
I was supposed to watch that either.
You watching hentai, ain't you?
No, it still wasn't hentai. It just was some freaky. I'm not gonna elaborate. It was Citrus.
And you know what?
And I shouldn't watch that when I was younger. I mean, I didn't, but I would definitely tell my younger self not to watch that.
Speaking on that, let me go ahead and throw No Game, No Life in my list.
Bro, yes.
Yeah,
and then Food Wars. Let me go ahead and throw Food Wars.
Not Food Wars. Kakegurui, maybe. Kakegurui, yeah.
They cook in Food Wars, but there's also horny as shit.
They bust every time they eat something.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
My younger self definitely. It's entertainment at my age now.
I'm gonna actually go back to the week to start off for this next question. Of course, with anime booming in COVID, and now it's super mainstream. You have a lot of the newer anime fans that are saying newer anime is actually better than the older anime. So my question for you, Malik, do you think newer anime is actually better, or are we just exposed to more anime because it's mainstream?
We're exposed to more anime not because it's mainstream, because more people are creating it. If we want to compare how much was made between the inception of anime to 2011 versus 2012 to today, there's more anime out made between 2012 to today. Like when we looked back in January to see what the seasonal anime is going to be, we knew like 6, and there was 60 on the list. And we don't see that continuously every year for the rest of the time, just based off of just a lot more manga artists. There's a lot more lax rules when it comes down to creating art versus back when we were younger, whereas they had to be locked in a room to create Mozart level art every week. But now people are like regular PTO, so you won't always have fresh ideas, new different types of creation that's gonna come out. These are long title anime that will be dropped every other week. It's just a booming economy, to be honest. problem though is nothing is lasting to me. Like everything will end after like chapter 170. And then if that happens, there's nothing else to last this long time period. Like let's say MHA, I think it's probably like the recently longest anime we've been watching recently. And I was like what 300 some chapters. Anything other than that, it's only falling out and after like 2-3 seasons.
Do y'all agree with Malik, or do y'all have another perspective on it?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Is newer anime actually better than older anime, or are we just exposed to more of it because it's mainstream now?
Me personally, I'm gonna say I think it's a mix of both because granted, new animes are not better in terms of like the stories or like just the product that we had in the past, but they've gotten better as far as like pacing, as far as just like certain formatted anime displays and storytelling in general. So now the animes are more consumable. Like nowadays, I try a lot to go back and watch a lot of the older animes, and currently I'm watching Hajime no Ippo, and I feel like if it was reanimated, it would be one of those animes nobody would stop talking about because it is great, but the pacing sometimes is very hard to get through. Like Monster is great, but I will watch an episode every 4 months because that one episode feels like hours. Yaga recently got a remastered like episode, and even though it's not a great story, it made noise as it aired, and I feel like that's the thing. It's just like they're great enough to just be popular for 4 to 10 years, but after that, they don't have that long-lasting effect. And the reason for that has to do with the long release and those anime running solely. Back then, when you're a fan of anime, you're a fan of a specific genre. Like that's very narrow. Now the genres are very dispersed. Like some people like anime that me and you have never seen, even though we've been fans of it ever since we were kids. So I think that's why I'm saying it's a mix of both.
Okay. Aqua, Kenny, do y'all have any different perspectives, or I kind of agree with what they said?
I also think it's a mix of both. Because the thing is, I feel like they kind of recycle like a formula also. So it's like, I can't say you're better than this because, you're just biting off of this formula. Are they doing the formula well? I feel like some of the new ones are. I do. But I mean, you biting off the OG formula, so I don't know. But like they also said, it is way more anime being produced all the time. Like we'll never watch every single anime ever, and I hate that. But so there's that too. But they are making good shit too. So I would
For
say
sure.
that.
Also,
But heavy on the fact that they do reuse the same formula and just tweak different things or add different formulas and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah. I was just gonna say I do want to add that too. I do think that like just becoming an author is also just like a prize job. Back in the day, not everybody could like just get into it, but nowadays it's easier because tools are more accessible. It's almost like content creation. And yes, what Aqua was just saying, like there's a formula to copy because there's a formula that worked before. I feel like with Dragon Ball Z, for example, and then as people further progress, they also always look back to, oh, this is what they do. This is what they did to be popular, so I do have to follow that format. Kind of how we do. But I'm just like, it's just growing now that everybody want to be an animator, everybody want to be a sound designer, people want to be authors, people want to create. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like easier to do that now. So that's why you have all these things growing.
For sure. Kenny, do you have anything additional to add?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think modern anime definitely is better than older anime, and it's supposed to be that way. Like anime's been around for a long time. If it didn't get better over time, I think it would just die out. That's just the natural evolution of everything. Like we were just talking about talking about basketball. Like the players are obviously better than they were in the 80s, 90s, and that's just the evolution of, oh, this went well for this anime. Let's take this and tweak it here and improve it. And I think a testament to that is like Dragon Ball Z. For me, and a lot of people who feel the same way as me, the only criticism about Dragon Ball Z is that it doesn't have a story. So how do we take an anime that has great combat and give it a story, and then you look at something like maybe JJK or uh, One Piece or Naruto, like the big three took the format that Dragon Ball Z laid out for it, and I think all three of those shows improved on it. Not to say that, all those shows are better than Dragon Ball Z, but they definitely have all gotten inspiration from Dragon Ball Z, and they gave us combat with a little bit of lore and story more than I think that Dragon Ball Z did.
That's fair. That's fair. Everybody had good points. Do y'all think social media has changed how we consume anime?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And go ahead.
I mean, I was saying I feel like it makes it more like accessible, and then also more accepted. Because if you can find all these communities, online, everybody likes what you like, and you're like, oh, it's okay to, you know, like this. Because I know how everybody used to be like, y'all wasn't with me when I was getting made fun of for watching Dragon Ball Z when I was younger, and blah blah. You know what I mean? So it kind of takes that out of it, and it just creates acceptance, inclusion, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I feel like the more inclusion or acceptance something has, then the more mainstream it'll be and things like that. So
Nah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. And one thing that Malik said in the last question, he pointed out that when we looked up the spring anime schedule, we only saw 6, right? And it was more like 106. You feel me? So even the one thing that I do from time to time, like I'll be scrolling on TikTok, and there'll be creators, and they'll be like, "Oh, if you're into this anime, there's 5 different anime, that's similar to it that you can watch and things of that nature." And I think that's just one aspect of how social media has changed, because again, like Aqua said, anime is more mainstream now, and then you have those communities that not only you can connect with people with some of your favorite anime, but now you're learning all these new anime that you would not have heard of. Like 2 examples for me specifically that I loved last year: World Trigger and World Trigger. Oh my god, why am I blanking on the name? It's the Bomba. It's the one with Dazai and Asushi.
Oh,
Bongo Stray Bums.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
Relax.
up.
Shut up, Kenny. But yeah. Did anybody? Because I know everybody said yes. Did y'all have any additional to add to that question?
No,
You got it.
So I was gonna say, I have a different angle. I definitely agree with what y'all said, but I do think that social media is kind of y'all hear this term, LARPing?
Yeah.
LARPing,
Yeah, LARPing.
live action role playing, yeah.
It's the new poser. Like you're a poser. It's the same thing at this point.
I feel like what's happening now is that people are able to kind of consume anime without watching it, and a lot of people are doing that. So because of social media, just how everything is accessible, it's at your palm. You're always on your phone. Having spoilers, having people create content like what we do. Some people, that's all the access that they choose to have to the anime, and then they believe that is enough. And I feel like that is one is because the communities are growing, and people also do want to be a part of what's new, what's popping, and everything. But we do need to watch the anime if we do want to talk about it in the community and everything. And I do feel like people now, there's just a large wave of people that are just not watching the anime to watch it, but it's more so I'm gonna go through these small outlets to get the content just so I can be here talking about. So people are not consuming anime the way it should be, and I think that's just growing, and I don't know why.
And I honestly agree with you. Sometimes when we go out, we'll go out to a bar or anything. We'll go out for some drinks. I'll be wearing my TSC shirt, and I kid you not, this happened like 2 years ago. Because this is when we first got the TSC shirts too. So had the shirt on. Somebody, I was waiting to get my drink at the bar. Somebody came up, was like, "Bro, I fuck with your shirt heavy. This, that, and the third." He was like, "I fuck with Naruto heavy." I'm like, "Okay, that's what's up." And he was telling me, he was like, "Yeah, bro, I watched the whole Jiraiya and Pain fight. But no, actually, I ain't watch it. I watch clips on YouTube, but I still watch that shit though. And
What?
that's my favorite anime. He never watched the whole Naruto anime. The only reason why it's his favorite anime is because he saw clips on Twitter of Naruto versus Pain.
Naruto versus Pain clips.
I kid you not. So I agree with what Bamba had to say. Malik, go ahead, bro.
I almost start getting on the same point that Bamba was saying. There is a lot of opposers out there based off of one, the amount of attractive people that watches anime and absorbs it. A lot of people love to be a part of the conversation, especially on social media. I also love what I also don't like about it is how people will start to attack the authors on via social media based off of things that they don't agree with or their big theories or how they thought the story gonna go. I try to act like they're the author or the creator, so they want to attack the creator based off their thoughts. Like that type of toxicity always rubs me the wrong way when it comes down to the community. But the positive side is you are able to be involved with the community. You are able to like have a live reaction with everybody, just like how we used to have live reaction with like TV shows you watch, like Empire, Power, and all that stuff. But be able to watch that in real time for like any of the day-to-day anime we see like on Sunday with One Piece or JJK or anything like that. We're able to just watch that live and have the live reaction conversations. But it definitely has a lot of pros and cons from social media. But I will say it definitely increases the popularity, and it also expands the reach for it too.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to you right after Kenny because you touched on something that we're gonna go over in this next question. But Kenny, did you have anything to add?
I think they set it off for real.
For sure. Circling back to Malik, one thing you pointed out is how you don't like how a lot of the first of all, so LARPers means posers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I tell you
role playing.
When I tell you I've been seeing that in hella communities, and I thought niggas was just setting up LARP matches. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was even looking to see if I could get in one in Houston because I was like, this is crazy. Niggas is LARPing now.
You was gonna be a LARPer for LARPing.
Facts. I'm gonna wear the TSC gear and everything, bro.
You don't really be LARPing like that for real.
Facts.
That's what I was gonna say.
Circling back to Malik, you pointed out that one thing you don't like that social media has brought to anime is just the criticism that the authors will get. So that brings me to my next question. You do believe that anime fans today are more critical?
Oh hell yeah.
Everybody has a mic now, so everybody has their own type of opinions that they like to voice, and everybody has their own communities that they also lead. So if you are able to have a troll in you, people always try to like live within that moment because it creates clicks, it creates attention. So if that attention or that negativity is not true, and you're talking to LARPers, it's gonna start stirring the pot, and then also negatively affect that IP.
What's name, Kenny? You also say yes. Is there anything you want to add to what Malik said?
I mean, just the access we have to other people and their point of views was not existent back in the day. Like, in order to get into a debate with somebody about anime back then, you have to go to school and argue with a small circle of people that actually watch it. Now you can make a Twitter post or do what we do and post it on social media in general and have hundreds of people talking shit. So it's just the access with modern technology that comes with it that make people more hypercritical.
No, for sure. Aqua or Bamba, do y'all got anything to add to that?
I don't.
I think also it's just the way that social media is growing. Like people, it's just becoming cool to say something negative, and also people do want to have a reaction, and it's easy to get that if you attack like something that's popular or something that people are like for example, right now, Twitter, One Piece, anything you wanna get some numbers in the anime community, say something about One Piece or say something about Naruto. Now you have defense coming at you, and also there's some people that are not able to read in between the lines because granted, some people are LARPing. They're content creators and maybe they're making jokes or they're just like being satire and their fan base might understand. Or like maybe like for some like between us, we have our jokes and stuff, and we might stand on that in the show, but somebody who watches it is like, nah, fuck Kenny, because Kenny this, Kenny that. When the whole time, we cool, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a joke. So I feel like that's the thing. People are not be able to read between the lines, and also it's just cool to hate. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean that's something I pointed out. You know, I pointed out in the past, and I'll continue to point it out that today social media is just about who can hate the most. Like you literally have niggas make money off of troll pages that has hundreds of thousands of followers, and they do not do nothing but just hate on everything. They don't like nothing.
No, nothing.
Nothing at all. But hey, man, get how you live. Some people crack the code. Maybe it was just too late. So now that takes me to my next question. We got 2 left for the night. Earlier we were talking about our newer anime. Is newer anime actually better? I can't remember who, but I do think we had a couple that said that newer anime is better and is getting better over time. So my question for y'all is, for people that don't think new anime is actually better, do you think that has something to do with nostalgia? Does nostalgia make older anime hard or impossible to compete with? And I'm gonna throw it at Aqua for this one.
I think it does make it harder for new anime to compete with the nostalgia, because nostalgia is kind of like your experience, of you viewing that show. And if that was like something very special for you, then of course that's gonna trump everything. So I mean, that just is what it is. Of course, it's gonna make your ranking of it better, your opinion of the show better. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, especially if it's your opinion.
No, and I agree with you 100%. I mean, I'm a victim to this. Y'all can't tell me nothing about Dragon Ball Z. I swear to God, y'all can't. And it's like Aqua said, it's like you had that. Nobody can tell you about that. The connection that you have with it that creates that nostalgia whenever you think about it, whenever you play the game, whenever you talk about it. Every big event that happened in Dragon Ball Z, GT, and Super, I know exactly where I was every single time. And I know exactly how it affected me emotionally every single time. I remember where I was when I first saw Goku turn Super Saiyan. I remember where I was when I saw him go from 1 to 3 versus Majin Buu. I remember where I was when they killed off Cell. I remember where I was when I first saw Ultra Instinct, first saw Gears. I remember where I was when I first saw Super Saiyan 4. I remember where I was when this nigga Vegeta pretended to lose control in his grade 8 form just so he could squish Goku. Like, it's just, with all that tied together and that emotion and that passion, like, of course, especially if you're talking to a fan like me, it's always going to be impossible. Because nothing's better.
Cause the bias. Yeah.
You said what?
So it's gonna cause a bias.
Facts. And one thing about me is that I am not afraid to admit, I'm gonna let you know if this argument comes from bias or no bias. And if it's Dragon Ball Z, 75% of the time it's always bias. Big Nancy.
I don't know if for me personally, I would say it's because of bias. I just think that just genuinely, a lot of the products were just better. Like, you feel me? I feel like the proof of it is, like, because as we were talking about it, there's a lot of new anime watchers, but a lot of them are still talking about Naruto being their favorite anime. A lot of them are still talking about One Piece being their favorite anime, and Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, like Yu Yu Hakusho. So the classics are classics because they're just good. They're just that much better. And I think that perhaps has to do with production. Because I think nowadays a lot of pressure on the author, on these animation studios to deliver within a certain time frame. And for example, something that I'm looking at is Jujutsu Kaisen, even though we did not, and not everybody's followed to the manga. One of the main reasons why the ending was rushed and everybody hates it so much is because Gege got sick. But Gege still needed to follow Jump Force's no, not Jump Force. What's the thing that releases mostly? Shonen Jump. Yeah, he still had to follow follow that, like the scheduling, because apparently that was when I found out they do have contracts and deadlines as far as like when they're supposed to announce the ending of their animes and stuff. So I'm like, well, if they have to rush it, then we can't be mad at them when they're not able to fulfill like the product that they would be doing when back in the days easier to work. And also the animation studios did not have like maybe 1,000 projects to work on. You feel me? Like it's just maybe one project. Like it's a few projects, and then there's a big one that you focus. Like a lot of these animation studios like grew with certain animes. So I think like that just those attention that those projects add reflected in the results. Like that's why we're still going back. Like all of us, minimum, like all of us, we're going back to one of the big fours every single time. Like regardless, I don't care if it's Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. All of us, one of those animes we're watching every time. So that's how good it just is. And it's not nostalgia. It's good. No.
You said we're going back and watching the Big Fours?
Yeah, like at least minimum one. You're still watching One Piece.
Oh,
Big Four.
technically I'm not watching One Piece.
But I'm saying you're still going back to it. That's still the product. Yeah, that's the end.
But and I think and before I go to the league, that's one thing that he was stating earlier, where I believe he says something such as that a lot of the newer anime that has been released isn't holding up. It's here today, gone tomorrow. But again, when you compare it to older anime that still again today are relevant. Today, One Piece is relevant and strong. Dragon Ball relevant and strong. Bleach, they're near their end, but still relevant. The only one that you really can't like that was in that conversation that is a little bit relevant today, but that purely based off of nostalgia is a Yu Yu Hakusho. But again, it's just like if they're still relevant, then that counts for something. But I'm gonna go ahead and pass it.
I agree with some point that Bob was making. One thing that I didn't agree with was that the manga artists have it harder today. No, I don't think so. I think manga artists have it really easy. Probably because they never had it planned out like a full ending. Like back in the day, a lot of manga artists had like the beginning, middle, and ending. They never had the in between pieces because they knew how to get to where they could get to. Plus, there was no breaks. They had like the end and they like compete with that part of the filler in between. But when it comes down to today, I think the products are just not complete. Everybody today has like the great starting anime idea. They might have like their big battle, but everybody doesn't have a good ending. Like that Bob was already talking about like JJK, the ending with us, but he didn't have a good ending. Like he started off his whole show, his whole beat with the bodies. He hates Gojo. MHA, I think it started off great. I think the ending was great. A lot of people don't like how it ended. Attack on Titan, I got rewritten 3 times with that type of ending. But all the classes that we bring up, everything was just finished. Like that was it. There was no rewriting. There was no coming back to the Yoga actually came back for Dragon Ball. I think that was came back because Toriyama watched the Dragon Ball Evolution movie and said, "Oh nah, y'all got me fucked up," and he made Super.
And he saw the results of GT and said, "Yeah, fuck you. I'm about to do my shit."
So it's the product is just more complete back in the day. I believe I'm not really biased. I'm always open to watch and read different manga and products. Just like how everybody treat Game of Thrones, it was a terrible ending. They don't have a great show all time because of the ending. People won't say the same thing about a lot of these anime lives.
I remember I was giving Kitty a lot of shit for that, like, because when he was like, "I'm not gonna let the ending of an anime or something," but I do think that it is quite unfair to like watch something like for years and then like probably get to 2-3 episodes and then be like, "Oh yeah, that shit is ass because of the ending," because it's like it's the whole journey you set, and then the author is able to grasp your attention and you enjoy it all the way through.
And you got anything to add to that question?
It's hard for me to answer this because I wasn't as in anime early on as y'all were. I I feel like it has to be easier to make anime now, just because you have more of a blueprint than you did back then. Like I said earlier, like the big three are all formatted from Dragon Ball Z. And now we have other animes like that aren't really like others, like Attack on Titan, that have created new blueprints and like maybe I just feel like it has to be easier now. Like because there's a template that every mangaka can use now. And they know like there's back then you had to go like little chat rooms and like leave reviews on stuff to like get your opinion to the mangaka and all that type of stuff. Now with social media, they have followers and people can comment and it's just a lot easier to leave reviews now.
People have literally been able to change the course of things.
Oh, I'm convinced Oda seen some shit like predictions, and he said, "No, I'm not doing that now."
He hates like he be having people battle.
Yeah, like if Emu was supposed to be a bird, that shit not happening now.
It made too much sense.
It's gonna be a snake.
Wait, real quick, can y'all still see me?
Yeah.
Yes. Why?
Something happened. Something happened with the computer. My job time was on and stuff. All right. Last question of the night. Appreciate y'all for sticking with us. If you are with us, I didn't see any questions in the YouTube chat tonight. If you're on live with us, we appreciate y'all for sticking with us this long. We got one last question for the game. What's one new generation anime you think belongs with the classics? And I'm gonna start with King.
But the classics, I'm thinking big three and down.
Yeah.
Anime that belongs with the big three and down. I feel like what when you say I'm gonna go with formatting and like based off of like what Malik saying IP like the I feel like the anime that runs off the big three and down format is My Hero Academia. I feel like that is like a nostalgia type anime. Like it reminds me of like the main character who's down and out, a little bit of annoying, like conventionally annoying, because the nigga's like a little crybaby who becomes the savior of everybody. So My Hero, I would say, gives me that nostalgia. I feel like to really get that nostalgia, it has to be an anime that kind of almost has like a tournament style, because that's what every fucking anime did back then for some reason. So if I was to go with an anime that fit that type of mold with tournament style, I don't think there are any modern animes that do like tournament besides Record of Ragnarok, but I wouldn't even say that's that's not.
What's the Tower of God?
I don't think that fits back then though.
I was just thinking. Yeah, I was just thinking of newer animes that got tournaments.
My Hero had tournament. Black Clover had tournament.
Black Clover had a tournament. Oh yeah, they did have a tournament.
The Grand Magic or the Grand Wizard games? Is that Magic games?
2 tournaments.
I'm about to say Fairy Tail had the Grand Magic games, boy, and that's top 5.
And they just had a tournament in the movie too, which you already got cracked. So 3 tournaments.
Yeah, so Black Clover 2, and they got the conventional. Somebody's got a demon inside of them.
It's going to a tournament right now.
Oh, the Culling games. Yeah, I guess.
Boruto had a tuning exam, but that just chills ass.
See, I don't know nothing about Boruto, and the fact that it stems from a big three, I think that's kind of cheating.
It is. I just want to let everybody know that tournament arc was ass. This nigga Boruto got called cheating.
Oh, you talking about the tuning exams? Oh yeah, I saw that in the anime.
Like how you get in by your dad in front of everybody?
That shit was embarrassing.
Yeah, but I think those are some good shows that could probably hang. But if we're talking about just good enough, like the anime is actually really good and could hang with just the notoriety of the old stuff, Attack on Titan for sure.
For sure. When I think of something from the new generation that I think belongs to the classics, the one thing that I did think of, the number one anime I thought of was My Hero Academia. Just like Kenny had, it has that blueprint, and it literally follows the same steps. You feel me? As those other ones that would have made it a classic if it came out back in the day. The second one, I'm not. This is just something I thought of because there's a classic that we have not mentioned on this show yet, on this specific episode yet, that I thought of and was like, I think they're. I'm not saying that they're the same anime at all. I'm just saying for the amount of anime that was like this classic, Demon Slayer.
I was thinking about saying it.
A good one. I was about to say it might have been a good one that would have ran with the classics because it would have been the only other type of demon sword anime with Inuyasha, which is a classic. You know what I mean? Because like you didn't have a lot of things similar to or lots like Inuyasha, and that would just give you kind of a another perspective, but something to enjoy that's of that similar variety, if that makes sense.
Slayer.
But yeah, I mine's is My Hero on Demon Slayer. Big P.
I also have for My Hero. I was not gonna go Attack on Titan because back in those days there was a lot of Gundam mecha anime, so a lot of people definitely call Attack on Titan a humanoid mecha anime.
It definitely is.
So I wouldn't go that route. I would actually pick Hell's Paradise. Just based off of how quickly everybody was going to go into boxing with that show and how heavily we was involved with fighting anime back then.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Aqua.
I was thinking My Hero because I know that's usually that's usually included in the new big three, allegedly. So My Hero. I was gonna say Fairy Tail too, but I feel like that's
Get the yes.
That's not. Well, I mean, it could technically be new. I was going My Hero. Shut up. I was going My Hero. I was going Fairy Tail, and I was going Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter's old.
Is it? Well, okay, because you know what? That's fair. Because I forgot they had the little remake or whatever.
Yeah, that's the remake. One that I throw out there that I didn't say. I would say the first couple seasons of Seven Deadly Sins. I would say the first couple seasons of Seven Deadly Sins.
Okay, how new are we talking? I thought we was talking newer than this.
Yeah, I'm like, is this new gen or just generations? You're gonna be the
Because technically, Big 3 ended in like 2015.
You said what?
I was saying Big 3 ended in 2015, like that the very latest.
I'm saying the Big 3 is still relevant though, so I'm just thinking of like new. I'm thinking of new gen, new animation style. Because when the Seven Deadly Sins come out, like 2014, like to me that 2014 that's new gen anime. Yeah, because we said My Hero came out like what, 14, 15, 16. Nobody was mad at that one.
16. It's 16. Because you remember we had.
Oh, my fault. I'm 2 years off. My fault.
We had said here that like I think it was AOT that kind of like marked that way. Yeah. So anyways, that's y'all picks.
But last but not least, Bomba Go.
I knew My Hero was gonna get the love it deserves, so I definitely agree with it. But I do think that Mob Psycho is an anime I recommend to people. Like back in the day, I think people would enjoy it. My pick, however, it's not done yet. Is Vinland Saga. I think that by the time it's done, Vinland Saga will be one of the staple anime that has helped a lot of people. Like resonated with a lot of people. If that makes sense. And it also has a perfect ending. So yeah, Vinland Saga
has a perfect ending. You read the manga already?
I just watched videos. I mean, I'm trying to read that. I wasn't gonna read it.
So LARPer.
It's a LARPer.
I mean, technically not a LARPer because I got the full story. You can ask me about anything you want. So that's not LARPer.
I don't want to. Don't spoil nothing. Hey man, I like this. This is a good topic. This is a conversational topic. There was some negativity sprinkled throughout, so I appreciate that. But yeah, man, do y'all have any last thoughts, comments on your love for anime, where anime is at now? Anything?
I definitely appreciate where anime is now because I think collectively it will be. I won't say it is better, but I feel like when we look back historically at anime, maybe 10, 15 years from now, I think the generation we're in right now is potentially going to be the best generation of anime because we don't necessarily have a big three because I feel like there's so many good shows. Like the big three essentially saved anime because no other shows are really doing numbers like that. Now a lot of anime is doing numbers right now.
I'm more scared of for where anime is headed, if that makes sense. I feel like, yeah, I think it was Aqua that said earlier, like, how people are, like, copying formulas. Before, there was a general formula to copy, but then your story and how, you create your world was very specific. But now, those genres, the Naruto's are being repeated. The Bleach are being repeated. The shit that might look like Dragon Ball Z are being repeated. The Isekais, they all look the same. These strong niggas that are sent within these worlds, or people that got betrayed. I literally watched 3 animes that have that exact same similar concept. I got betrayed by my own party. Now I got a new party. Turned out I'm the most OP nigga. They just didn't appreciate me.
Shout out
And
to
I'm just
girl.
not just him. I watched because I think it was Malik that recommended one because it was like a guy with some white hair, like some form of alchemist.
Ari Fureta?
I can't remember, but I watched that one and then I didn't like it, and then I switched to a different one and it was the exact same shit, and I was just like, what are we doing? So I feel like I'm kind of scared because we're gonna hit that point where you tap because like right now you tap into an episode, you might want to try to give it like to an anime, you might want to give it like 3 episodes to figure out if it's good or not. But like now you can't even trust that because them 3 episodes are gonna be fire for sure. The problem is the continuity. Like they can't finish it, they can't keep up with the story. So that's where we because like now you start a lot of animes, you drop it. There's a lot of times I'm like, oh, I've seen this, but I don't remember what you're talking about. It's because like I've started it and then it's just like I've seen this shit somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. Just added is the longevity. Because if you don't have longevity, how else will Shonen Jump actually survive? Because yeah, you might have somebody doing big numbers like the Big Three in a 1 week, but in terms of continuously doing that, I don't see anybody who's actually doing that within the market of anime today who has that longevity like a Big Three.
The longevity of a big three.
I feel like the only one that possibly could, just based off of how they finish, they could possibly bring it back, and they have their own Z or Shippuden, version of that would be My Hero, honestly.
But I think that's why they went because also too that would be another thing. It's like also dragging the story is not beneficial if it's not going to hit. Like for example, if they do what Boruto did, like Boruto is a stain on Naruto's legacy. People don't want to acknowledge it because of
just the first part.
Yeah, the anime. I'm talking about the anime part. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Most of the filler because it's because of the writing. It's like what we explained earlier, as far as like them not having the anime moving too fast. Now you just have a bunch of filler, and then people are not fucking with that. So if you're gonna do it, you have to make sure you do it right. But that's why I think also I can appreciate what My Heroes do with Vigilante.
You like Vigilante? I was about to say I hate Vigilante.
I know. I remember. Yeah, I liked it because it showed us like the other sides of like the teachers that we didn't see, and also like especially when we saw Ada's big brother. Like I was hyped because it's like the build up is slow. I get it, but I enjoy getting the side story of somebody, and then it's not necessarily meddling with the current story that we have in it.
I just don't like it.
No, I get it.
What the fuck? I'm sorry. I just got pissed off because it was taking a minute to load. I looked up World Trigger when the new season was coming out. Instead of doing a new season,
remake,
they're going to reboot and reanimate.
We were talking about this. Yeah.
I promise you, I don't remember this. If we did talk about it, I was drunk.
I got one
So
more
we're
thing to
not
say
even gonna
before
get
you
it.
get back in.
You said what?
I said I got one more thing to say before we end it.
That's important. You go ahead before I start cussing.
Another anime that can hang with the OGs. Not many people know about it, but Kingdom.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Kingdom
100%.
is tough.
100%. I agree.
Kingdom is like if Vinland Saga, if that nigga Thorfinn never went soft.
Kingdom is very One Piece like.
Yeah.
In terms of anime, like in terms of like length, story length, and then also the MC, like your Kingdom is like that.
What's the name? 2 comments from Ruthless Ray in the YouTube chat. He said a lot of new gen anime don't be hitting like the old school. There's only a few that do in my book. Cool. And then he said y'all need to y'all need to larp Kagurabachi. I've been hearing about.
I keep hearing about Kagurabachi. That's on my list.
That's what he swears by.
Sure. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get back into the story about them. I think
that nigga will surf forth.
He said what?
I said that nigga will surf forth. I mean, the show's good. It's just too close to Black Clover for me. And I like Black Clover better.
The thing is, I didn't think it was like Black Clover. I started watching Wistoria and National Magic at the same time, and it was pissing me off because I was like, I think I told Mama, I said it's pissing me off because I feel like I got a serious story and I got a comedic story, but it's the same fucking story.
All of them are Black Clover remakes.
The thing is, I'm not getting Black Clover from them. You know what I'm getting from them? Harry fucking Potter. That's what I'm getting from them.
Compared to yes.
And I've never seen it. I'll only watch one movie, and these 2 niggas make me watch. These 2 niggas right here, the high top and the forehead. These niggas.
What, me?
But I said the high top and the forehead. I really enjoyed this episode. Any last words, comments?
I got one question. So y'all really don't think what story reminds you of Black Clover at all?
Not at all.
You just thinking of the lack of magic aspect of what you're.
But I'm not saying which had Atelier and fucking Freerin don't remind me of Black Clover.
I mean,
I don't know
Black Clover.
I was about to say I don't know why I would.
They said it's the magic aspect. There's magic in Witch Hat Atelier and
some wishes.
No, I think he said the lack of magic. I think
Oh.
that's what he said.
But I was asking him because I remember at the very first episode, that's not the only time we talked about the story.
I get what y'all saying. I get what y'all saying.
Like, oh, he's also like possibly.
I get what y'all saying. Cause
another thing that
with story is more like magic school, whereas Black Clover is just guilds.
And there's more different essence to it, too.
Yeah, I would. To me, I always compare Black Clover to like shit, fairy tale, honestly.
I would compare it to that Naruto next year.
Yeah, I was about to say Naruto as well. Another thing that pissed me off, the lack of magic is somebody said that. That does piss me off about the story and Natural Magic because these niggas OP physically. You get that nigga will a sword, it's over with.
You get that nigga mash with these
This
nigga
nigga
flying.
Yeah, Masher might be one of the strongest niggas in anime. The nigga can fly by kicking his feet.
Bro, he literally did not know how he was going to make this group work. He said, you know what? I have an idea. And just started kicking his fucking feet. Fucking flying.
Shout out my nigga Sanji.
But alright, man, we're going to end it off here. This has been another episode of the Same Convo. Happy TFC Tuesday. Again, I want to give another shout out to the winner of the Budokai Tenkaichi first inaugural, first ever tournament. To David Ledsky, aka DB at work in our Discord. If y'all talk with him in our Discord or anything like that, just shoot him over. Congratulations. Great big thank you again to the Oxford Car Show for sponsoring that. We can't wait to, continue to work with y'all in the future on more collaborations and things of that nature. If you're watching us right now, make sure you like, subscribe, share, send this to your friends, send this to your family. Let us know down below in the comments who you think had the better basketball teams when we created those. And let us know some of the answers to the questions that we asked in this today's analysis segment. Like I said, it's very conversational. And one last thing, you want to know your grandma's opinion on anything, so make sure you ask her before Bob asks her.
A quick shout out to that boy Ruthless Ray. Always tapping in with that. So respect.
Shout out Ruthless Ray for always tapping in, bro. You need to join us one of these days. Hey man, as always, we out of here.
Yes, sir.
Recording stopped.
For those who have been with us,
I already ended the live.
Hey, fuck y'all niggas. Hey man, good show, y'all. Very, very conversational. A lot of people, a lot of y'all made some great points, things that I would probably never think about if I was talking about myself. This is good. One of those. I did want to have a quick question. Is there any? Because right now I don't have any guests scheduled up. I need to follow up with Freestyle Anime Podcast. Is there anybody that y'all have talked about wanting to come on the show or want me to reach out to see if they can come on the show?
We talking specifically people with the platform.
Anybody, it doesn't matter. To me right now, like yes, we want to prioritize platformers, but I was just asking a question just so I can make sure, because I'm gonna do our schedule for guests for the rest of the year here soon. I know I'm gonna have George back on probably either mid-September, early October, just for a full sports episode. Whenever we do that, the Getting You Talk Bullies want to do a collab episode with us to debate GT versus Super.
I never seen GT.
I'm gonna take a break for that episode. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You said you're not gonna be on that one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be on that episode. That nigga's stupid.
Tim, or you said what?
Why is that a debate?
Because we were in the group chat with them today, and it was Tim or not Tim. It was Aaron Barksdale. His shit is relentless, and I think his name is Gio or some shit like that. But basically, they were saying that GT is better than Super. They said the villains were better, the story was better, the animation was better. Yeah, just basically all around better. And Super, they said Super did not contribute to the story of Dragon Ball at all, but GT did, even though it's not GT.
Should I also take a break since I specifically have never seen GT?
Yeah.
Like I would be able to contribute at all.
But nah, the thing is, I'm not. If it's just gonna be me, then we're not gonna do that. Because I honestly I don't want to be on with just them. If that's gonna be the topic.
That shit is just like Denver. I'm not down to sit down and we still have like an argument that makes sense. You just go over that.
Hey, Bomba, tell your homeboy Big Tim, bro, to stop making reels with a shirt off, bro.
He knows I already told him. I DM him specifically. I'm not liking the video with your shirt off.
I'm fucking dead. But yeah, no. If y'all got anybody that y'all want to bring on, anybody that has a platform or doesn't have a platform, just let me know. Start thinking of ideas of the next event that we want to do, whether it be a gaming tournament, whether it be something that we can do in person. I know that will take a lot of planning, but we got a lot of, I won't say a lot, but we have some trustworthy financial backing right now that will sponsor us and put up money to do giveaways, prizes, anything that we want to do. So brainstorm out some ideas, and I mean seriously brainstorm. If we want to do anything.
I do have an opinion on something.
So
I think the tournament went really well. I think it was a bit short. I think next time we should do 2 out of 3 all rounds, just to give us a little bit more. Like
even Austin, Texas, like that was the only thing.
Yeah,
It's like, is there any way we could? Because he's now just talking something else. He's like, we just got to figure out what actually the best. Because he did. Basically, he was the best.
it only lasted like 30 minutes.
I mean, it's a fighting game. Fighting games 20 minutes don't last that long.
I was about to say, even if we did best 2 out of 3, because the whole y'all gotta understand the whole thing was the layout was a tournament. So if we did best 2 out of 3 everyone, that would there's a lot of in between that comes with that. The reason why we did Sparking Zero is because of the tournament thing, and it'll make it easier to put everybody in one single, in one bracket or one tournament each, and then have the runner-ups and the finalists fight extra battles. It would just take a lot. I'm not saying it's not impossible. I'm not saying it's not a great idea, but because what's the name? Fighting might have felt like it lasted 30 minutes, but y'all aren't thinking about the in betweens where you're trying to get people to join, you're trying to get people to make sure they're getting in certain rooms, and then there's a lot that goes in between just the fighting that made that turned 30 minutes into 40 minutes. So I'm not against it. I just if we do that, I just want to tackle it to where it is longer, it's more enjoyable, but it also doesn't inconvenience us in any way.
Mhm.
I'm just add and say, based on what the resources we have now, it would not be possible. If you want to make it bigger, you would need a lot more PlayStations, strong connections, and then on top of that, too, figure out the different ways to make all those brackets come together in a different way. So it's not going to be as seamless as we see in DreamCon since everybody's in person.
I mean, it doesn't. I don't.
Over the internet connections can definitely become a problem. Thankfully, we have this past weekend, but the more you have, the more problems that actually come.
I was about to say that's another thing because essentially, yes, when you have more people, I know y'all were there to support, but the reality of the situation was like once we got out, everybody signed up. That's a lot of people to manage as well.
Yeah.
So I'm managing people. I'm sending out directions. Answering questions, even though I told you niggas to DM me and not put it in the chat. So like, it's just it's a lot that goes into that to where if we want to do something like extravagant and it would almost have to take place in person versus online because we're with online resources we are limited like that. All of that happened online, and like Malik said, thankfully we didn't. And that's another thing Sparking Zero, has. You can set your lobbies based on connection quality. So there was times where I had to like edit the connection quality in between people joining rooms and stuff like that from 4 or higher, and I had to put it all the way down to 1 or higher, just so we could move forward. So again, like I said, I'm not. Now go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, I think I agree with what y'all saying, but I think if it's possible, we should just try to aim for that, especially like if it's like a sponsor talking about it, because like if we're like there's avenues that we can explore. There's like apps like Battlefy, challenge that we can look into, like to maybe figure out a system that doesn't require you to do like as much of those things and it's like more seamless, if that makes sense. And then they can tap in because like maybe he can even help us with that. Or even we could try to make it happen with those things because like we don't know when the Texas tournament is, so time is on our side a little bit. Yeah. We can try to use this past opportunity to be in some of these apps that do these things and try to see how we can, use that because that's a real opportunity that's presented itself. There was a good turnaround with the last tournament. Using those numbers, we could potentially get that figured out.
Got it. No, and like I said, when I started off, I said I'm not against it. Just like you said, time is on our side. If we choose to do it again and we choose to make it longer, best 2 out of 3 everybody, then there's going to be. I just want y'all to be ready to commit to that, involvement. Like, Bamba was involved, and as far as like getting me connected with the representative from Oxford Car Show so we can run it together, but we ran into a lot of issues. So like just, doubtfulness on his end. as far as like connection quality and not really wanting to be the party host and things of that nature. But also, again, like I said, it did feel like it kind of fell on me to make sure we got participants, make sure it went smoothly, make sure everybody had, they were in specific rooms answering questions daily once we got all the participants. So again, I am willing to do that, but I'm not willing to do it if I'm going to be the only one doing all that by myself again. Like it has to be full involvement from everybody that's able. Not saying that if you're not able, you don't have to, but if you're able and you have the time, like I need involvement.
We got you, boss.
Appreciate it. I think other than that, the only thing I wanted to touch on was, hold on, let me look at my. Oh yeah, the shared notes. Just remember, if y'all have episode ideas, please put them in the shared note because even though I'm solely with some help from Bamba, been coming up with these topics. Bamba has sent me there. I think there's been 2 or 3 so far that we've done that have been solely something that Bomba's put together. So just don't forget, put ideas in the shared note of things, of topics we can go over, things we want to talk about. If it's sports or anything like that, try to make it relevant to where we're, relevant to what's going on in the sports world. Because, I don't know if y'all peep, but one of our largest views, from when we posted it was the emergency pod for when LeBron got traded, and like second day we were already at like 900 or some views. I'm pretty sure we're over at 1K now, but yeah, just don't be afraid to put things in there because I kind of you will always look at that first before I come up with a topic. But it is, as y'all know, it is hard coming up with topics sometimes. So,
I got something for sports already. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the shared note.
All right, that's a bet. Just make sure that we're just all contributing to that, and then yeah, man, Aqua, I do think that. Not saying that you need to do it every Tuesday, but I think we can all agree that your presence on the show would be a bit more helpful.
Okay.
Just to have a female presence there. I know that's something that last year we started off we were looking to bring on somebody actively who was a woman. But like I said, it doesn't have to be every Tuesday, but it definitely would like to see you on the show more.
Okay.
I almost thought Mira was going to be our other host, and that was just going to be hell.
How the fuck was that gonna happen?
That was when I said I almost thought Mira was going to be a new host, and I had nightmares about that.
We still live on YouTube.
There's no way. I ended the live.
There's no way we're having our team meeting right now on YouTube, bro. We got 2 it's 5